The Three Refuges. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Welcome everyone to our Reno Buddhist Center and to this very special Buddhist birthday service. Our flower festival is another word we use. In Japan they call it a Hanamatsuri. It's held every spring to celebrate the birth of Siddhartha Gautama, a Hindu prince who was born about 2,600 years ago. We'll give you the details later this morning, in Nepal. Well, it was not Nepal then, but you know what I mean. Okay. He is the person we call Shakyamuni, the sage of the Shakya people. And all the members of all of Buddhism are considered the Shakya people. Now, we recreate the Lumbini garden here on the altar by your generous donations of plants and flowers. It's a beautiful reenactment of Prince Siddhartha's birthplace. On the altar, you can see that little baby Buddha statue, his right arm extended, symbolizing the merits of a Buddha reaching out to all sentient beings. When we pour sweet tea over the baby Buddha, it represents that gentle rain that fell on Lumbini Garden that day. This service is a little bit different. We will start by chanting the Zensho Kada, calling all Dharma beings from everywhere to be here with us today. As we chant, then we will chant our Shoshinge. You will all have the opportunity to bathe the baby Buddha by pouring 2 ladles of sweet tea over him. The act of bathing the body of the Buddha is also an act of cleansing ourselves. So, this simplified recreation of the Buddha's birth amplifies the glory and wonder and joy that filled the world on that day. I should mention the Zensho Kada is on page
47.
47 of the service book.
Zensho mi dani udojo o fui igu ugan o uji せしじんじゃはしゅじゅぶじょうけらあいにうえMay the spiritual presence of Amida Buddha, Kannon, and Seishi Bodhisattvas, and all enlightened ones, past, present, and future, permeate this hall to send forth wisdom like flower petals falling from the sky to awaken those of us gathered. Namandaps, namandaps, namandaps. Shoshinge Kimyo Muryo Junyo Rai Namu Fukashigi Ko Hozo Bosai Niji Zai Seiji Zai Obusho Token Shombu Jodoin Kokudo Ninden Shizen Maku Konru Mujo Shushogan Shoho Keiu Daiguze Goko Shiyui Shishoju Jusei Myosho Monji Po Fuho Muryo Muhenko Muge Mutai Koen no Shoujo Kangi Chieko Fudan Nanshi Mushoko Chonichi ga Kosho Jinsei Isai Gunjo Mukosho Hongam Yogo Shoujogo Shishin Shingyo Ganni Choto Gakusho Haine Han Hishi Mendo Ganjoju Nyorai Shoi Koshusei Yuisei Mida Hongon Kai Gojoku Wakuji Gunjo Kai Oshin Yorai Ryojitgon Noho Ichinen Kiai Shin Fudan Bon no Tokune Han Bonsho Gyaku Hosai Eiryu Nyoshu Shinyu Kai Chimi Seishu Shinko Joshogo Ino Suiha Mumyoan Tonnai Shinzo Shi Unmu Jofu Shinji Shinjin Ten Inyoni Kofu Unmu Unmu Shige Myomuan Gyakushin Kenkyo Daikyo Ki Sokuo Chose Go Akushu Isai Zen Butengon Kodai Shogesha Zenim Yo Fundarike Midabu Honganenbu Jakenkyo Manakushu Jo Shingyo Juji Jinni Nan Nanshu Shinan Mukashi Indo Saiten Shironge Chukaji Chiki Shikoso Kendai Shoko Se Shoi Myon Yorai Honze Oki Shakan Yorai Yoga Sen Ishu Gomyo Nanten Jiku Ruju Daiji Shutro Se Jitno Zai Ha Umuken Sensei Daijo Mujo Ho Shokangi Ji Shoan Raku Kenji Nangyo Roku く信行異行指導楽億年未打部本願知念即時入筆上唯の上昇如来語王大悲偶勢音天神菩薩増論世奇妙無下根如来主他ら謙信寺高専王朝大聖願こういう本願力栄根二度群上昇維新記入空読大崩壊筆脈入大英収集特使連芸造成会即称信用本昇進有本の人間人図入賞自由自王下本自動乱両天使上古乱書菩薩来三蔵ルシ十上教本書専業気楽法天神菩薩論中下報道因果見世願方言栄光有他力少女死因唯心人惑前本部新人法承知生じ即内藩必死無料光明道小雨修上開復系同社継承道南省有名浄土活入万全自力変言集円満特語感染症三夫三心慶音言増魔法明道非因一生増惑地偶勢思案妖怪称妙観全道読名部所意公愛上三両逆枠公明明語見因年介入本願大智慧行者小樹今後心表記一年総合用意大東逆三人即所法所市上楽原神公開一大教変気安養管理祭先祖出身反戦人法家二道小弁流国十枠人唯勝部化薬剤非摂取中煩悩証言水不見大非無見上昇が本次元空妙仏教連民全幕本部人新宗教書後編集戦弱本願具悪性現代生じ臨伝芸慶地義上位少子即入弱上無意楽非知心事にの入苦境大自主死と上妻無変極辱枠同族自主愚道心唯過心し高祖聖ナムアミダアブナムアミダアブナムアミダアブナムアミダブナアムアミダアブナ 丈夫のこの方は今に自己をへたまえりほしのこうりえぬきわもなくせのもみょうを照らすなりナムアミダムナムアミダムナムアミダブナ阿弥陀仏ナムは阿弥陀仏ナムは阿弥陀仏ナムは阿弥陀仏ナムは阿弥陀仏ナムゲダの降臨きはもなしごうそくかむるものはみなうむを離ると述べたもおう平等確に奇妙せよナムは阿弥陀仏ナムは阿弥陀仏ナムは阿弥陀ナムアミダアムナムアミダアムナアムアミダアムナ阿弥陀仏なあむ阿弥陀あむなむ少女光明並びなしぐしこうのゆえなればいさい se yo. Eiko. Anishi kudoku yo sei sai do bodai shin ojo an ra ko. Namandabu, 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 namandabu. We will now have a very extra special baby blessing. I'll ask the parents to come forward. Today, we are delighted as the grandparents to celebrate a very special baby blessing for Will and Erin Fisher's first child, Emerson James Fisher. He knows his name. This is a very joyous day for all of us. We come together to take part in a ceremony to recognize and honor and welcome their beautiful baby son, Emerson, into the wider community of family and friends and into our Buddhist Sangha. He's already been coming to Dharma school, so he's got a leg up. Emerson represents our future and the light of the world. Today we simply give thanks and celebrate all the many wonderful blessings that Emerson brings. He is a celebration of love and light. He came into this world with his very own karma through the many, many causes and conditions that make up his life. He is a gift. Emerson's smiles, laughter, and presence enriches the lives of all of us. We are honored to welcome him to our temple community, to our Sangha. Please know, little boy, please know that you always have friends here, and your grandparents live here, and your parents work here. You have much Dharma support. And all of you. So we will help guide you and let you become aware of your own Buddha nature. The seeds of love, compassion, and generosity, ethical discipline, patience, joyous effort, concentration, and wisdom already exist Right there. Yes. Trust in the three jewels, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Before we start with the tassel blessing, I wanted to give Emerson his very first Nenju that I made for him. He loves beads. So, do you like it? Very good. We will now perform the actual blessing. Reverend Matthew will touch the tassels to the top of Emerson's little head. You will learn through your own life experiences. We will do our best to give you the skills to make wise decisions and to handle situations creatively and with kindness. You are connected, protected, loved, and blessed. And now you will touch it to his forehead, which is a little challenging. May all your senses be blessed, protected, and awakened. And now over his heart. Sneak it in there. There you go. May you develop a kind heart in all that you do. Your heart is blessed so that you may feel compassion for yourself and others. And now to his hands. Your hands are blessed so that you may reach out to the world with that same compassion, kindness, and awareness. And now to his little feet. Your feet are blessed so that you may connect with the earth, be grounded, and stand with confidence and kindness in this world. Know that your spirit is strong and it will guide you through this life. Know that you are deeply loved and that your presence brings overwhelming joy. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Got it. Okay. Congratulations. We love you. Woo-hoo! The Sangha grows and grows. Very wonderful. Okay. We will now have the reading. Reverend Matthew.
They always say, hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? No. How about now?
Yes.
Nothing. We usually, I feel as though my mic is not on.
It's on.
It's on now. Okay, great. This is a selection or section from the Lalitavastara Sutra. Translated, it means the play in full. Thus I have heard. One time, about 12 years after the Buddha was enlightened, he was staying at Shravasti in the Jeta Grove in the hall built by Anathapindika. He had a great Sangha of 12,000 students by this point. Among them were the Venerables Vimala, Shariputra, Moggallana, the Kassapa brothers, and dear Ananda. After contemplating the vastness of time and space, the birth stories of myriad Buddhas, the Buddha decided to share the Lalitavastara, the play in full, sutra, detailing the important moments in his early life. When the Bodhisattva, who we would later be known as Shakyamuni Buddha, had only 2 more lifetimes remaining, he passed away and was reborn in the supreme realm of the heaven of joy, Tushita heaven, as a divine child named Shveta Ketu. The heavenly assembly of gods showed him great reverence, honoring him as one who was almost enlightened. Just one more birth in the human world, he would become a Buddha after attaining perfect awakening and lead sentient beings out of suffering. The Bodhisattva saw that it was time to turn the wheel of Dharma into Shita heaven, and he taught the Dharma to the gods there. Gods and bodhisattvas gathered from the 10 directions to receive the teaching. The Bodhisattva spoke. Soon, the karmic consciousness of this Bodhisattva will enter, carried by a 6-tusked elephant, into the womb of his last mother in Jambudvipa. At that time, some of the gods ventured to Jambudvipa, which is India. Hiding their divine forms, dressed as priests, they made it known that soon one would be born who would be a great being. A special person who would become either a universal ruler, a conqueror and king of truth, who would rule by the Dharma, bringing peace and order to a vast kingdom that extended from ocean to ocean, or if he leaves his family behind and becomes a spiritual seeker, he will become a Buddha. Letting go of wanting and without a guide, he will become the great teacher of gods and humans. The Bodhisattva then examined the time of his birth, because a Bodhisattva does not enter the world at the beginning of an era, when sentient beings are evolving. Rather, it is when the world has formed and when birth, old age, sickness, and death are well known that a Bodhisattva is reborn for the last time. He asked the gathering, "Into what precious family will the Bodhisattva be born? Who will be his mother?" The gathering of gods and bodhisattvas offered up possibilities. The Vaidehi family is wealthy and happy. The bodhisattvas and gods observed all the illustrious royal families in the kingdoms of Jambudvipa and found them all to be inadequate. As they considered this, one god spoke to the great celestial assembly of gods and bodhisattvas and said, "Come, friends, let us ask the bodhisattva himself what qualities a family must have for a bodhisattva to take birth, his final birth there." "Excellent," they replied. They all went before the bodhisattva and asked him, "Great teacher, what wonderful qualities must a family have for a bodhisattva to take final birth there?" "Friends, the family must have 64 excellent qualities." "What are these 64 qualities?" He listed 64 qualities. I read them to Reverend Shelley yesterday, but I won't give you all of them right now. I have them on a piece of paper in the office. So. These qualities are very excellent and of the highest caliber. Above all they must not hold grudges. There's a lot more. So the divine assembly agreed that the Shakya family would be the best choice. It is wealthy, prosperous, agreeable, pleasant. It has bountiful harvests and is teeming with people. Its king, Suddhodana, descends from pure families on both his mother's and father's sides. His deeds are not swayed by the afflictions, and he bears excellent physical characteristics. He is kind and handsome, not too old, not too young. He is knowledgeable concerning crafts, astrology, the self, the Dharma, the truth, and the world. The wife of King Suddhodana, Maya Devi, the daughter of Suprabhadha, she is in the prime of life and has not yet given birth. She speaks the truth with words soft, gentle, dependable, and altogether beyond reproach. Her voice is melodic like that of the Maluka bird. She is kind and speaks only sweet and pleasant words, free from anger, pride, conceit, and she gives generously. For hundreds of lifetimes, she alone has been the mother of a bodhisattva, just as King Suddhodana has been his father. With these words of praise, the gods and bodhisattvas, by their vast knowledge, proclaimed that the sublime Queen Maya would be the mother of the Buddha to be. It was with such great care that the birth family of the bodhisattva was chosen. The sutra goes on, but our time is up, so we won't get to the actual birth part until next year. So, We will now share some meditation together on Shakyamuni Buddha. Please join in.
We will be chanting the homage to Shakyamuni Buddha. It's written on your order of service. Shakyamuni Buddha. Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakyamunaya Soha. 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 Happy birthday to Shakyamuni Buddha. We are celebrating 2,000 years since his birth in Lumbini, Nepal. We would certainly not be together this morning if Prince Siddhartha had not been born. I also want to recognize another important birthday, our birthday, the birthday of RBC, 34th anniversary since Reverends Daigon and Alicia Matsunaga founded our beautiful temple. And again, we would not be here together this morning but for the vision and diligence of the Matsunagas selflessly creating RBC just for us. As we celebrate Shakyamuni Buddha's birthday, we may naturally reflect on the celebration of our own birthday. Why do we celebrate birth? What do birthdays mean? For me, birthdays come so quickly, year after year. When we were young, we are anxious to grow up so fast we can't wait for our birthdays, and we want to do cool things and just be more independent. And as we age, we cling to our youth. We want life to slow down and not celebrate so many birthdays. Our birthday, much of the meaning of our own birth is often lost in gifts and celebrations. But the celebration of birth is really an expression of gratitude. Gratitude extended to our parents, family, friends, and to life itself. Gratitude grows from an understanding that our birth is the result of the many, many interactions of so many people that our lives are connected with all sentient beings. Just like the Buddha in the sutra, myriad causes and conditions align. Understanding the Buddha's teaching of the interdependence of all things makes it clear that our birth is not an accident. We are not the result of countless causes. We are the result of countless causes and conditions. We call this the law of karma. Realizing this, we can see that our birth is truly rare and most wonderful, and we have an obligation to live out this life in accord with the teachings of the Buddha, to follow the spiritual life. this duty to live our lives to the fullest becomes even more striking when we look at the symbolism and the significance of the flower. This is the flower festival, Hanamatsuri. The flower, as with all human beings, has its moment of youth and beauty. But its beauty soon begins to fade and eventually it dies. Our birth is like the blossoming of a beautiful flower. But it is the seed of our own ending, too, and another beginning. When we can understand our own impermanent nature, then it becomes very clear how we can live our lives, how we must live our lives. From the murky, muddy depths of this quagmire, this samsara, from the fetid lotus ponds of life, there are still occasions when sentient beings may rise up, out of sincere mind, from effort and intelligence, produce a pure thought that may bloom into the ultimate purity of spreading white lotus enlightenment. Hanamatsuri is one of these opportunities, so we invite all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions to be with us here today as we chanted the Zen Shokata. Shakyamuni Buddha was born a bodhisattva who fully realized his Buddha nature. He taught that we all have the same nature. Last time, Reverend Matthew talked about why Shakyamuni Buddha taught about Buddha nature. We have the potential to become Buddha. We are all flower buds. To encourage us, he shows us our nature. In Shin Buddhism, Buddha nature means that all sentient beings have the seed of a Buddha, but it is dormant. It's asleep inside of us, obscured by our delusions. Our Buddha nature comes to full flower when we are born in Amida's pure land, through vow power. Is it really our Buddha nature? The Buddha nature of the Pure Land reveals itself in this world through the true teaching, the practice of saying the name, Namu Amida Butsu. Amida himself is our Buddha nature. That is who we say the Nembutsu to. Amida's great love and great compassion is our Buddha nature. Nirvana, realized in the Pure Land, is an expression of our Buddha nature. The vow that was vowed 12 eons ago of if all sentient beings can be born in my Buddha field through my virtues, then I will attain perfect and complete enlightenment. That is our Buddha nature. We common people can germinate Buddha nature in our pure faith in the present life. Truly entrusting is simple and very challenging for the ego to do. To accept purity of mind over a habit of delusion and see reality just as it is. That is the white lotus. That is your birth, the flowering of you. When we went to the tulip park, I marveled at each flower. So perfect, so unique, so pure. And we describe Amida's land as pure. Why is that? Because Amida's mind is pure, of pure wisdom and pure compassion. And all the people who are born into his land will realize that same pure mind, Buddha mind. That is the blooming process. Becoming one. Pure mind and our muddy mind become one and the same. As Inagaki Sensei said, we cannot be born in that land by self-power or by human cleverness, by calculation or by wrong views, or even by being good and moral, or being evil, or by prayer or asking Buddha or gods or whomever. Self-effort is not trust. True entrusting, only through Shinjing do we reach the other shore. This special flower festival is a time for us to show our gratitude and rededicate ourselves. We contemplate the importance of the birth of our teacher, spiritual guide, and friend, Shakyamuni Buddha. We celebrate the Buddha's birthday today. We remember to be grateful for all that he has taught us, most grateful for our human birth, this wonderful, unrepeatable life, grateful for seeing that we are all connected to each other, grateful to know that we are all born with Buddha nature, and grateful for Amita's vow reaching out to all of us. No matter how troubled, no matter how happy, that we may find joy in life like a beautiful flower blooming. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Naman Laps. Naman Laps. Now we will continue growing our Sangha with our new member ceremony. It is with deep gratitude that we will now share this ceremony with everyone. It's a semi-annual ceremony, usually held on important Buddhist holidays, such as today, Buddha's birthday, or Enlightenment Day in December. And here we formally welcome new members into the community, but you can become a member at any time during the year. As I call your name, will you please walk up to the front of the Hondo to receive your beautifully made Nenju from one of our dearest members and your name tag, and then head on over to Reverend Matthew after bowing to the altar and receive your Kesa, and then you'll turn around and face the Sangha for your welcome. Clark Mandachek. Welcome. Choose one that speaks to you. Very nice. Thank you. Sierra Mandachek. Welcome, Sierra. Welcome. Elizabeth Eubanks. Welcome. Please pick a Nenju. You're welcome. Thank you. Agni Wali. Welcome. Jackson Frank. Welcome. Phyllis Henderson. Welcome. Yes. Thank you. Oh, Phyllis. Phyllis, come back. Yes. Rebecca Sage Brune. Alex Millar. Welcome. Karen Nishimura. Welcome, Karen. Thank you. So wonderful. We would like to extend a very warm welcome to these new members standing in front of us this morning. Welcome. Sangha is an ancient Pali word. Those who followed the Buddha over 2,600 years ago came to be in his Sangha, the Shakya Sangha. We are a part of a worldwide community that gathers in shared inspiration for the Buddha's enlightenment. The Sangha brings the Buddha's teachings to life. This is our Sangha, the third jewel of the three jewels, Buddha and Dharma. It is the living embodiment of the teachings of the Buddha and all who have come before. Please be inspired to cultivate Buddhist practices into your daily life, whether it be chanting, calming the mind with meditation, deeply listening to the world around you through mindfulness. To become comfortable with chanting, you can come on Tuesdays at 6. To learn more about the Dharma, you can come to our Buddhist study group on Wednesdays at 6. And to calm your mind in a group energy environment, you can come to Golden Light Meditation on Thursdays at 6. We offer many opportunities to practice cultivating these wonderful things that can bring more joy and peace to your life. As Shin Buddhists, we take refuge in the Buddha and the Dharma and our fellow spiritual travelers. That's what we call ourselves. We're all fellow travelers on this crazy path of life. To be a member is to be an integral part of the community. This has a symbolic side. Running the temple requires plenty of hard work, from gardening to carpentry and lots of cleaning, setting up and breaking down, all kinds of things. So please, don't be shy. You can come help anytime you want. So, please recognize that by stepping on this path, you have set an intention for yourself to be an integral part of this Sangha. And so we do want to see your faces here. It brings us joy. Becoming a Sangha member is also an opportunity to give dana. And dana is a practice. It's the first paramita. Making monetary offerings or making offerings of your time and your skills to the temple is very graciously received. So, we will all officially welcome you by chanting the 3 refuges all together. As we ring the bell, Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Namandaps, namandaps, namandaps. Thank you and welcome. Give them another hand. will now rise to sing our temple song, Home in the Meadow, given to us by Reverend Alicia. It was one of her favorite songs. Away, away, come away with me, where the grass grows wild and the winds blow free. Away, away, come away with me, and I'll build you a home in the meadow. Come, come, there's a wondrous land for the hopeful heart, the willing hand. Come, come, there's a wondrous land where I'll build you a home in the meadow. The stars, oh how bright and far, on the world of pure and eternal law. The stars, oh how bright they'll shine on the home we will build in the meadow. Come, come, there's a wondrous land for the hopeful heart and the willing hand. Come, come, there's a wondrous land where I'll build you a home in the meadow. Thank you so much. You may be seated. To conclude our wonderful Hanamatsuri service, I would like to invite all of you to come downstairs and enjoy some lunch. Many of our members have brought delicious food, so please, if you are able to spend time getting to know each other, and especially our new members, please come down. We also will light candles, not 2,646, but a few candles on a wonderful cake that Erin made, Buddha's birthday cake, which is our tradition. So please come downstairs and join us. And thank you all who have brought plants, flowers, things for our garden. We will be planting on May 13th, Saturday. We will have a spring cleaning day, which will include planting. So starting at 10 in the morning, if you are able to come help plant, weed, do other temple tasks, that would be wonderful. We'd love to see you, and you'll get a lunch in the middle of the day if you come help. Don't just come for lunch, because I'll know. All right. I think that's it. That covers it. Thank you so, so much. Namo.